Ciao a tutte e a tutti, mi chiamo Valentina Dorato and I will be teaching Rome 235 Food and Culture. I'm very interested in communication and I usually teach classes of language and culture. In Italian, language is translated with lingua and linguaggio. Lingua is what I'm using right now to communicate with you. I'm using English, but also Italian, Russian, French. Those are all lingua in Italian. And linguaggio, that is still language in English, it's everything else we use to communicate, from the way I'm looking at the camera now to hand gesture and to food. I feel that food is a powerful means to communicate any culture, and clearly it's very important to the Italian culture as well. Our class time together will be divided in two parts. The first part we will be talking about food more from an anthropological point of view, and we will see how food is culture in general for different cultures. What does it mean, food is culture? We will also talk about stereotypes, how you guys see food, Italian food and culture. We are famous around the world for being family oriented, for have a very unified idea of eating. We eat great food, we all pizza, pasta and mandolino, but we will try to see that we are clearly not just pizza, pasta and mandolino, that our food is not that unified as it seems from a foreigner perspective, and we will see how did we get to this idea of unified food, this idea of just being family oriented and food. And so we're going to see that also through our second part of class time. There will be more, we will look at food more from an historical point of view, and we will fly through centuries, starting with the food habits, food and drinks habits of the Greeks with the famous symposium. And we will move from the symposium to the Roman time, from the Roman time to the Middle Ages, Renaissance, and Enlightenment period, Industrial Revolution, what happened, Industrial Revolution and food, get into the Italian unification, and from that point on we enter the contemporary Italian society, and we will see then what happened with Mussolini, for example, and food, and then we'll get to the slow food movement, to the famous Mediterranean diet, interesting, was created by an American scholar, and to nowadays, to try to answer at the end who are Italian through the food lens. Since I really believe that it's important to also experience the food culture, we will also take some practical experience from wine tasting to pizza making to gelato tasting, to go visit some open markets, go visit Italy, and you will also be asked to take a project about some different regions of Rome, because I do believe that if you come here, it's also important to see and experience the city as much as you can.